Welcome to the short introduction to ODG by MCG, Benchmarks and Analytics. What are the benefits of choosing ODG by MCG? As the industry leader in workers' comp and disability guidelines, ODG offers highly configurable, industry-specific medical treatment and return-to-work guidelines. This helps support workers' compensation and disability claim outcomes by using evidence-based, data-driven analytics to provide organizational insight and decision support. How is ODG powered? ODG has collected over 10 million lost time cases from a variety of data sharing partners, including workers' compensation insurance carriers, third-party administrators, self-insured employers, and short-term disability insurance carriers, who have provided de-identified claims data, which is then incorporated into the ODG guidelines. What tools does ODG provide? ODG clinical guidelines and analytics are designed to help improve and benchmark return-to-work performance, facilitate quality care while limiting inappropriate utilization, assess claim risk for interventional triage, and set reserves based on industry data. ODG provides return-to-work guidelines at the diagnosis level and at the claim level, where it takes into account all claim-specific factors like age, demographics, comorbidities, multiple conditions, and it includes these return-to-work projections at 3 different benchmarks: best practice, average, and maximum. A key tool included in ODG is the ODG Risk Assessment Score, which scores the relative risk level of a claim on a scale of 1 to 100, 1 being the lowest level of risk, 100 being the highest level of risk. Risk indicates the likelihood that it is going to become a high-cost claim, a malingering claim, or potentially a claim where the patient does not return to work. Many clients use this tool to flag these claims early on and triage them appropriately in order to mitigate any negative outcomes. ODG includes claims cost projections. This projects the overall claims cost, which is a sum of the indemnity, medical, and expense and administrative costs. Next, let's take a look at how these tools can be used for benchmarking and analytics reporting purposes to provide organizational insights. This is an example of how an organization can benchmark their return-to-work outcomes against ODG at the diagnosis level. So in this example, this organization is managing back strain claims very well. However, they could use some improvement in managing carpal tunnel syndrome claims. This would allow them to engage and take a deeper dive into what they're doing to manage carpal tunnel syndrome claims, make changes, and improve outcomes. It is also possible to benchmark against ODG return-to-work guidelines in order to demonstrate potential cost savings or actual cost savings. One of the benefits of becoming an ODG data sharing partner is a reporting and analytics package. This is an example of benchmarking at the client level against the ODG return-to-work guidelines. This allows the organization to share positive outcomes with their clients as well as identify areas of improvement. This is another example of a report included in the ODG reporting and analytics package. In this particular example, an organization is benchmarking their return-to-work outcomes at the state level, allowing them to get deeper insights into state nuances and regulations that may have an impact on return-to-work outcomes. This slide depicts how an organization's claims aligned with the ODG risk assessment scores. The picture on the left demonstrates that 15% of this organization's claims fell within the high to extreme risk category. The picture on the right shows how those 15% of claims accounted for 80% of the total claim spend. If this organization is able to use the ODG risk assessment score to identify these high-risk claims early on and triage them appropriately, it could have a big impact on outcomes. Thank you for viewing this brief introduction to ODG benchmarks and analytics.